What are you doing? You don't know what you're doing or what you're talking about, and you don't need to be a lieutenant. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Now, wait a minute.
Hey, relax.
What are you doing?
Hey.
Hey.
Go back to your office. You're dismissed.
This guy, I had just got contact with him.
This corrupt cop just realized he broke an innocent man's hand on camera, and he knew that he was done for. On February 8th, 2020, officers were called to a Walgreens regarding a man who was harassing customers outside. And upon arrival, they approached this man named Smith, who was unaware his life was in grave danger.
Suspicious activity? Where about?
They said they got someone.
Can't view that camera. I told them what I was doing.
Oasis Sans right here next to the El Rodeo.
I told them what I was doing. I was waiting for my sister, the Western Union, me some money. I always go there and get Western Union, and they know me.
Hey, you got your ID on you?
Yes, I got my ID. What are you guys doing?
We're out here investigating suspicious activity,
Well,
sir.
I'm not doing anything. I've been around cameras, so I ain't been doing nothing.
All right.
Smith explained that he wasn't their suspect and cooperated with the officers by quickly offering his ID and remaining calm. But even with all this, the officers had ruled him as the suspect and would do something completely unexpected.
Don't do this. What are you doing? Oh my God! What are you doing?
Put your hands behind your back.
Like you told.
Put your hands.
What are you doing? Oh, Jesus. Oh my God. Oh, please.
Put your
I
hands.
wasn't doing anything. Oh my God. Jesus. Oh my God. You broke my wrist. Oh my God.
Stop.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he might be broke.
Oh Jesus. Oh my God. 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 Oh my God.
Smith fully complied with the officers, but still suffered a slam to the ground. And even with a broken wrist, they cuffed him and downplayed his burning pain, suggesting that he deserved the attack, even though he was completely innocent.
Sir, hit me over my back.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that in just a second, all right? One thing at a time. It's coming.
Do that in a second, okay?
It's coming.
What did you guys arrest me for?
You have a warrant for your arrest, please.
Hey, this was the other guy. The guy with the warrants over there.
Oh, what did you
Huh?
That's him.
No,
That's the other guy.
the other guy is over there. They pointed out two different people.
Okay.
They got the guy with a warrant. This guy, I had just got contact with him.
I thought this was wrong with the warrant.
No, that's why I was trying to. No, because there's two different people. That's why I was trying to figure out if I had missed something. He told him to put his hands behind his back.
Why didn't you tell me something? I thought he was the one with the warrant.
No, well, I thought I had missed something. He told him to put his hands behind his back. That's why I thought I had missed something.
And even after learning that he slammed an innocent man and broke his wrist, Lieutenant Billy Wheeler walked away without even apologizing, showing off his huge ego and highly corrupt nature. Police let Smith go without charges, and he walked home with a broken wrist. But that wasn't all, as he later filed a lawsuit against the violent encounter with the police and was eventually offered a $350,000 settlement. No reports show that Lieutenant Billy was disciplined for his actions, but Smith somehow benefited from the very awful situation. However, the next police corruption incident not only benefited no one, but also ended tragically for 65-year-old Michael.
Hey, relax.
What are you doing?
Hey,
Hey.
you're gonna have a seat.
And his case remains very shocking to this day. It all started in February 2022, when Dickinson police were called after a vehicle rammed into a bicycle.
You all right?
Yeah, a little get together. He's being stubborn about getting checked out, but he say he all right.
I'm all right.
So we're just.
You all right?
I told him I want to take
No,
him down.
I ain't all right. I need about $1 million, and then I'll be all right.
Well, you ain't getting that, so.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I'm trying to get him. He's always
You
up
go,
on
you
my
can go
street,
ahead and
so
get that.
I want to get you down.
I got that. You know, I can put that.
Okay.
Even though it's a complicated son.
Yeah.
Michael appeared irritated, but that was only normal since he was knocked off his bike. But as luck would have it, both men knew each other, so they settled their differences and Michael was on his way. However, the reporting deputy, Michael Kingsley, had a problem with this.
Hey, hold on. Don't go anywhere yet.
What do you mean don't go anywhere yet?
Exactly what the I mean.
said-
Don't go anywhere yet.
Hey, what the have I done?
I was.
What?
What happened?
All right, am I through?
No.
What have I got to do?
You gotta wait here
What for? Tell me.
till we finish our investigation.
Investigation? There ain't
Matter of
no
fact, have a seat. Have a seat on the curb.
Matter of fact, I was out there laying.
Have a seat on the
in
curb.
You're not listening to me.
Have a seat
That's
on the
what
curb.
you're supposed to do.
Have a seat on the curb.
She hit me. I mean, he hit me, and I wasn't. I thought he saw me.
You'd think since Michael was just in an accident, the officer would call EMS or even offer to take him home. But for some reason, Deputy Kingsley wanted to check if 65-year-old Michael had any warrants, and this objective would lead to a very unfortunate tragedy.
Hey, have a seat on the curb.
I'm gonna look for my stuff, young man.
All right, turn around.
Come on now, wait a minute.
Hey, relax.
What are you doing?
Hey,
Hey,
you're gonna have a seat. Sit down.
I'll try to have a seat if you'll let go of me. You don't hold me.
Put your hands behind your back.
Leave him now.
After sending Michael to the ground, where he remained unresponsive for nearly 3 minutes, Deputy Kingsley arrested him for public intoxication, even though he showed no signs of being drunk. Michael spent the night in jail, where he complained of pain and dizziness, and couldn't even stand before a judge setting bail the next morning.
Come on. Mr. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to... That's it. Yeah. Okay. Oh, man. Okay, hey, you're going to have to be quiet. You have to be quiet right that court.
Michael was sent home 17 hours after being thrown to the ground, and within 24 hours was unsurprisingly admitted to intensive care with a brain hemorrhage from the incident. After 9 months in hospitals and nursing homes, 65-year-old Michael passed in December 2022. Investigations were conducted into the incident, but 2 years later, and Deputy Kingsley has not received any punishment for his involvement with the case. If you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. His actions show the deadly effects of police corruption. However, the next officer's actions caused loss of lives, jobs, relationships, and many more.
My dog's about to die! Hands up! My dog's about to die!
It all started in July 2023, when a family driving their dying dog to a vet after a critical accident was stopped for speeding and held at gunpoint.
Driver, step out of the vehicle! Face away from me! Hands on your head! Step back to the sound of my voice now! Now! Step back! Step back!
My dog's about to die! Hands up! My dog's about to die! Keep your hands up! Please! My neighbor hit my dog. That's my son and my wife.
Stand up.
Please, sir. My dog's about to die.
Right, stop. You stop your car.
Sir, my dog got it. Okay.
Listen.
Run my driver's license. I have no words. I need to get to that vet.
Since they were pulled over for speeding, this treatment from the officers was very concerning, especially with the urgency of the situation. And even after taking their details and releasing them, the officers still showed no level of remorse.
You're something else.
You're something else, sir.
Yeah, that was
good luck with your dog. Next time, stop.
But even after delaying the family for over 4 minutes, the officers didn't offer to escort them to the vet, and the dog died shortly after they got there, making that one of the worst days in the family's lives.
If we weren't in that incident, she would have made it.
No one came at him, no one threatened him, and again, like, what did he see that scared him so bad? I mean, this guy was angry.
The family felt the first responding officer named Jeremy Navarez handled the stop too aggressively, considering they fully complied with his orders. He was placed on administrative leave during the investigation, but something incredible happened during this time that would ensure he lost his job and was immediately arrested.
Your hands off of me.
On November 15, 2023, officers arrived at a house on reports of a domestic altercation between the homeowner and her boyfriend.
Hello.
Hi. Back up.
Rancho PD, what's going on?
You just had it. Just a domestic thing, I guess. I've asked him to leave. I've asked him to let go of me, and he wouldn't leave.
The woman wanted to break up with her boyfriend, but he wanted differently and tightly hugged her twice from behind, refusing to let go and injuring her in the process. She had visible scars on her, which verified the story, but her boyfriend had a different story to tell.
You don't remember?
I remember her just saying like no, but then I was able to like hug her, and it was not like forced or unforced or whatever you want to call it. Like it wasn't like, listen, I love you, like let's make it work. She's like, no, don't hug me. And then, yeah, this is the only one I remember. She was like, no, like, please, like, just let me go. It's, my lower back's hurting. I'm like, okay.
Okay, so on those both occasions she told you no. So why would you continue to try and hold her?
Yeah, just trying to, I guess, just make it work at some point.
Okay.
The man tried to downplay the incident as a lover's scuffle by claiming he held her with love, but the officers weren't completely sold, and before they uncovered information about him that would reveal his true nature, they found something that showed what really happened that night.
Is that a camera right there?
I believe so, yes, sir.
Does it record? Or you wouldn't know?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
I don't know if they do or not. I'm not too sure.
Would it capture any of the arguing or any of the just kind of set in stone type of ordeal? Like, is that kind of high?
I know it like catches from like, if it does record, I think it's there to there. She has it for the dogs.
Gotcha.
So it catch like from the end of the couch to the hallway. And I think that's about it.
The man persuaded the officers against viewing the camera footage, saying that it wouldn't capture the incident, but when they got permission from the homeowner to look at the footage, they saw just how much of a liar he was.
Hands off of me. Now, get your hands off of me. I said get your hands off.
And with that, the officers confirmed that the hugs were indeed unsolicited, making this a domestic violence incident with the man as the aggressor. But just then, the homeowner would reveal her boyfriend's true identity, making the arrest a very controversial one for the officers.
So when he was put on administrative leave.
For what?
You and I both know that one.
No, I don't.
Oh, he works for Unlawful.
Okay.
You won't watch the YouTube video, the news story?
Which one?
Of him stopping our family from speeding on Bernalillo, and their dog died because he did a felony stop on a family and pulled all of their family out of the car. Well, Google his name and find it.
Okay. Is he still on leave?
No. They just let him go back.
Okay. And he just got back from suspension. He was the guy that pulled that family out at gunpoint. Family's daughter. And their dog died some hours ago. So he was suspended for that. He just got back.
The case was well known, so the officers weren't only shocked that he was the officer, but also that his suspension was lifted and he was back on duty. But his reinstatement as a police officer wouldn't last very long, as he was now under arrest for domestic violence.
Very cool things, but I won't tell better not something. Am I able to call someone to just have it?
Yeah, we'll work it. We'll also give them a call.
He pled guilty to domestic battery and was fired from the police department a month later, while his punishment came 6 months after his corrupt acts. The next officers were punished immediately when they tried to mess with the wrong guy.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all should be embarrassed right now, dude. Go back to your office. You're dismissed.
In March 2023, a police auditor visited a police station in Arkansas and was looking around when an officer suddenly approached him and asked for his ID.
Oh, cool. I think you left your car on, brother. No, my car's not. Oh, the dash is blinking stuff. Does it just do that all day? Oh, I didn't know that.
Lieutenant Sullivan, Police Department. What's your name?
Cool. I'm Justin. Nice to meet you, man.
Did you have some idea I can say?
No, sir. I don't.
No idea?
No.
Arkansas is one of the 15 ID states, so
there is no way you believe that. All right. Since you're starting off this way, do you have somewhere higher than you? Because I promise you that's not correct, and you're going to get your whole town into a lawsuit, and I don't want to go that way. I've been having a great day. You don't want to go that way either.
But if you just tell me your name.
I'm not telling you my name. I'll tell you my first name, and we're stopping there, and I'm not answering any more questions. If you want to ID me unlawfully, you're going to lose your job and your qualified immunity.
Can I ask you what you're doing?
I'm working on a story.
For who you with?
I'm an independent journalist. What's your name?
Solomon, Lieutenant Solomon.
Solomon?
Yes, sir.
Do not think. There is no such thing as a stop and ID state. There's no such thing.
Within seconds of contact, the officer had bent the rules to intimidate the man into providing his ID, but the auditor wasn't falling for it and would expose the officer's very corrupt nature.
More or less, we're just concerned about what you're doing.
Well, do not think that you can just stop and ID anyone you want. You're going to get yourself in trouble, and you're non-constitutional. You are unconstitutional.
Well, with what's going on, I mean, it's
you are no. If you think you can do that, you don't believe in the Fourth Amendment. If you think you can do that, do you know what the Fourth Amendment is, sir? What is it?
You know, if we say
what's the Fourth Amendment? No. This is important to everybody that you know the Fourth Amendment. What is it?
Sure, I know it.
So what is it? What is it?
The right of freedom.
No way you just said that. No, that's the First Amendment.
That's what I'm saying. The First Amendment.
No, the First
Everybody has the right to
bro.
free speech
What's the Fourth Amendment?
Okay. All right, just
Oh my God, dude! And you're a lieutenant? Is your chief here?
no, he's off.
We need someone to teach you what the Fourth Amendment
I know what
is.
the Fourth Amendment
What
is.
is it?
My question is,
What is the no?
what you're
Okay.
doing.
What's the 5 elements of the First Amendment? There's 5 elements.
We just had some.
There's 5 elements of the First Amendment.
Questions for you.
No, I have some concerns and questions for you. There's 5 elements of the First Amendment. What are they?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead.
What are they, sir? What's the Fourth Amendment? You don't know any of it.
If you don't
You
wanna
need to
talk-
go study the Constitution, and until you do, don't say a word to me, please. Go back inside, look up the Constitution, and read those rights and learn them. Memorize them, then come out. Other than that, you don't know what you're doing or what you're talking about, and you don't need to be a lieutenant. And I'm sorry I'm getting mad, but that is ridiculous. You should be ashamed of yourself for not knowing the first or the fourth. Walk of shame right there, and it's deserved. Oh, they're locking me out? Lieutenant Solomon, you're opening your city up for a lawsuit by allowing this door to be locked because of me.
The auditor owned the lieutenant and showed just how unfit he was at his job, and that only raised questions about the nature of his subordinates and his superiors. But just then, the sheriff was called to the scene, and his arrival would bring even more shame to the police force.
Hello, sir. How are you?
What's up, guys?
Good.
All right, I can come in now. They weren't letting me in a minute ago. You know, that's a lawsuit if I wanted to. I don't want to. I'm literally just trying to have a pleasant time here in Clinton. That's it. But here we have. What's your name, sir?
I'm Sheriff Eric.
Oh, you're the sheriff.
County.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, sir. I'm Justin.
Good to meet you, Justin.
So why'd they send the sheriff down here for a guy with a camera?
Nobody sent the sheriff.
They-
We all monitor the radio traffic.
Hey, dude. So now you're lying on camera. So now I don't even want to talk to you either, dude.
If we
Goodness.
get a call, we're
Just
going
be
to
real.
respond.
Just be a real person for 2 seconds. Why can no one just be a real person in
You be a
here?
real person.
I am.
Yeah, you're in here causing a problem.
No, I'm exercising my rights.
Yeah, but if it becomes disorderly,
I told you my name's
then
Justin
you're
like
being
6 times,
disorderly.
dude.
I have a right to ask you last
Okay.
You can ask, and I don't have to tell you.
Okay.
You have to have reasonable, or you have to have.
That's why.
No, you don't. You have to have reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime.
You're on private property looking at people's
Again,
windows.
if you cause
No,
a
this is
disturbance,
public. This is public property.
If you cause a disturbance,
This is
then
public
you can
property.
be charged with disorderly
And
conduct.
even if it was private, I have to be trespassed before I've committed a crime. So no one in here knows what the hell they're talking about. This is getting crazy. He said that he can make me ID just because he wants to. That is mind-blowing that he thinks that.
Because
He doesn't know what the
they don't know what you're doing.
I asked him what the Fourth Amendment was, and he says freedom. That's embarrassing, dude.
Searches and seizures. We know what it is.
You had to go look it up after. Well, okay, what's the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
That doesn't matter. It's not required
No.
by law for anybody to know it.
It is required by law. Do you and you and you and you all sign?
That's where you're wrong.
Did no?
When you go to the academy, the only thing you're required to do is to
Brother.
to read it. Become
Did you?
familiar with it,
All right, I'm about to
and
own
know
you.
Where you can
Get
look
ready,
up
brother.
the laws.
Get ready.
You get ready.
You
get ready.
You swore an oath to the Constitution when you were signed in, and I could find that on video, I bet. So you swore an oath to the Constitution.
Okay, so you were there.
No,
Now you're lying.
that is what
See, you
all
just
police
lied.
do.
You're telling us we're lying.
No,
You're lying.
it is required.
No, you're
If you
looking up
didn't-
and to the right because you don't know. You're trying to. You're making
Dude,
it up.
listen.
So you
didn't swear an oath. So you didn't swear an oath.
I can tell you you're being.
You can call me whatever you want.
See?
It doesn't hurt my
I'll
feelings
be
like it
as
does
civil
yours.
as you're being. It's not hurting my feelings.
It obviously is.
I've been doing it for 25
So
years.
you did not.
How many people have called me
So
for work?
answer me this.
I don't
Did
have
you
to answer
did
you.
you sign
That's where
it?
you're
Did you
wrong.
swear an oath to the Constitution?
That's where you're wrong.
He
I
says he
don't have
didn't.
It was incredibly shocking that even the sheriff didn't know the laws and defended the lieutenant for not knowing them either. He was supposed to be the voice standing for the Constitution, but even he didn't believe it to begin with.
You don't even know that you swore an oath to the Constitution.
No, I'm not answering
You
you,
walk
is what I'm
around
doing.
thinking that you have no duty
answer
to the Constitution.
The people, the residents
The
of Van Buren
Constitution.
County. Do you live
The
in Van Buren
Constitution.
County?
The
Do you live here
Constitution.
in Van Buren County?
No, I don't.
Then I don't answer to you. Have a good day, sir.
Do you get state taxes? Do you
Have a
get
good
federal
day,
taxes?
sir.
Do you get state and federal taxes?
Have a good day, sir.
So you don't know brother.
Have a good day,
You
sir.
guys don't know anything here. You don't
Have a
get.
good day,
No, you
sir.
can't. That's freedom of speech. That is. That's freedom of speech. You don't know the Constitution.
You obviously
What's
don't
freedom
know
of
the
speech
statute
mean?
Of disorderly conduct. If you incite a riot, if you incite a riot,
What riot am I inciting?
Which includes any
freedom
more,
of speech,
any
brother.
More than 2 or 3 people.
Freedom
in one
of speech.
location, then you are.
You guys are the making the riot, then not me. I'm by myself.
Making a riot. You're the one.
I'm by myself.
Stupid and dumb, and you're the one that's.
You guys are the ones that are supposed to know the Constitution, and I know it 10 times more than you.
That's fine.
You guys don't know anything about it. Your whole job is to uphold the Constitution.
Our whole job is to uphold the
The
state laws that are in
Constitution.
the statute.
Nope. What's more important than state laws? Federal laws.
Federal law doesn't supersede.
It absolutely.
state law.
No way.
That's
You just
where
said
you're
that.
wrong.
No. Yes, it
That's where
does.
you're wrong.
Yes, it does. I promise you. If the Supreme Court says Arkansas state law is wrong, then it's wrong and over with. Arkansas doesn't get to say, well, we get to do whatever we want.
Constitution.
You're embarrassing yourself on the internet.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No,
You're free to go.
You're a free.
You're free to go. You are not detained. You're free to go.
You're not detained.
You're not detained. I know I'm not, because I know the law.
I know I'm not, because I know the law.
And there he goes, being a 5-year-old again.
Yep.
I've never met a cop so childish in my life, and I have hundreds of videos.
The same respect and level of education.
This is ridiculous. Y'all should be embarrassed right now, dude. Go back to your office. You're dismissed.
Again.
Go back to your office. You're dismissed.
And with that, the auditor proved just how corrupt both officers were and how crooked they'd been operating for years. The lieutenant reportedly retired from the police force after this incident. Luckily, the auditor could stand up for himself and not be a victim of their tyranny. However, the next woman was completely defenseless against this depraved officer's use of excessive force.
Me. Quit kicking me. You're me.
Not much is known about this case, but these Mercer County officers were trying to arrest this woman, and when she refused to get in the car, they began to use very devious tactics to get her in.
Get in the car.
You're
Get in the car. Get in. Get in. Get in.
me.
Quit kicking me.
You're me.
Quit kicking me.
This is all getting
Get in the
recorded
car.
by my camera.
Get in the car.
You're me.
Get in the car.
You're me.
Get in the car.
You're gonna kill me?
Get in the car.
You're gonna kill me?
Get in the car.
Are you gonna kill me?
Get in the car.
I can't breathe. Can't breathe.
Get in the
That
car.
hurts.
Get in.
No, that
Get
hurts.
in.
That's me.
Get in.
That hurts.
For over 4 minutes, the officer choked, sunk his thumb into the neck, tased, and hit a handcuffed suspect, even though he had the time to verbally persuade the woman. There were also many chances for the other officers to step in and stop him, but they simply watched on, and one of them even fired his taser at her.
That hurts. Get off. Get off of me.
Get in the car. Get in. Get in the car. Quit resisting arrest. Quit resisting.
After more minutes, the woman was tied up and placed in another squad car and taken to jail. Since the officers treated her this way, they could have easily made up her arrest charges, validating her refusal to cooperate and making this incident quite disturbing. And although that claim could be considered far-fetched, that is exactly what happened in the next case.
Stop, because you just shoved me.
I did not shove you. I told you
It's
to
on
get out
video.
of my house.
And the corrupt officer would pay very dearly for his actions. On June 28, 2019, an officer arrived at a home with questions about a 16-year-old boy who failed to show up in court because he was reportedly kicked out of his mother's house.
So first off, he's kicked my door down before.
Okay.
The whole entire thing. The other day I was at work,
Okay.
and I can't leave work to come and see what's going on. I have small baby children here.
Okay.
And he did this to my door while I was gone. While I was gone, not while I was here.
So, ma'am?
So I did a well check. No, please hear me out first,
Okay.
because I know exactly where you're going with this. Okay? So I asked him on his birthday, which was Tuesday, to get his home.
Okay.
He failed to come home. I don't know if he told you that or not, but he failed to come home.
Okay.
Okay, so he went to my sister-in-law's house, and has been there since.
Okay.
And I told him, if you're not here by Friday morning in order to go to court, Trey, I'm going to court on my own.
Okay.
Which I did this morning. I went to court on my own, okay? So he has a warrant out for his arrest out of out of Adams County right now for failure to appear. And the judge specifically told me, I told her everything that happened, as I'm telling you.
Okay.
And am I kicking him out now? Yeah, he has a warrant out for his arrest. He's not welcome in my home until he gets that taken care of.
Okay.
Okay.
The boy didn't show up for his court hearing, and while it's not clear what crime he committed, his mother mentioned that he was very violent, and she was only caring for her other kids. However, the officer insisted that she couldn't kick him out, leading to an altercation that would cost him his job.
That's not how this works.
Too bad, so sad. Goodbye.
No, that's not how, ma'am. Listen, that is
You
not how.
need to leave out of my house.
Stop.
I am. You do not have any permission to go into my
Stop.
house. You have no permission to go into my house.
That's really for the Can I have a
Can
second?
you please let me know?
No, because now you're under arrest.
Close that door. What am I under arrest
Stop.
for?
You're under, because you just shoved me.
I did not shove you. I told you
It's
to
on
get out
video.
of my house. I told you to get.
It's on video.
You have no right to come into my home.
It's on video.
Hold my hair. You have no right to come into my home. You have absolutely no right to come into my home.
That's really for the 1 in custody.
Get me out of these cuffs.
No, you're going to jail.
I am not going to jail.
You are going to jail.
Bet. Get me out of
Stop.
these cuffs.
The woman did go to jail, but she was released shortly after. And after investigations, the Greenlee Police Department sent her a letter stating that the officer's actions were not appropriate or according to department policy. And after being reassigned to desk duty, he was fired from the police department. If you like this video, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy these too.